You just spent 30 minutes scrolling through someone else's highlight reel. You saw their new car, their clean desk, their perfect morning routine. Now you feel like garbage. You think you are behind. You tell yourself that they have some secret you don't possess. Stop lying to yourself right now. That person didn't win because they are special. They won because they stopped looking at you while you kept looking at them. You are trapped in a loop of watching other people live the life you claim you want. You have plenty of talent. Your friends tell you that you are so gifted. Your family says you have great things ahead. That is the most dangerous thing anyone can say to you. Potential is just a fancy word for what you haven't done yet. Right now, your potential is rotting inside you like old fruit. It smells bad. It is heavy. Every day you wait to start, that potential gets smaller. You are becoming a person who could have been instead of a person who is. We both know why you are still sitting there. We have both felt that heavy weight in our chest. I know the feeling of opening a laptop and just staring at the screen for an hour. I know the shame of closing it without typing a single word. But here is the truth you don't want to hear. You aren't finding yourself. You are just being lazy. You are choosing the easy path every single morning. You choose sleep over work. You choose your phone over your future. Stop waiting for a lightning bolt to hit you. You keep looking for a spark of motivation to start your day. You want to feel inspired before you pick up the pen. That feeling is a lie. It is a ghost that disappears the second things get hard. Most people think they need a spark. They don't. They need a system. Success is a cold, boring machine that you build with your own hands. If you rely on your feelings, you will fail. You need a plan that works even when you feel like quitting. Look at your room. Look at your bank account. Your to-do list from 3 months ago. Nothing has changed because you haven't changed. You are waiting for a hero to save you. Nobody is coming. You are the only person who can fix this mess. Your talent will not save you. Your big ideas will not pay your rent. Only the work you do right now matters. Everything else is just noise that keeps you weak. You can close this video and go back to your potential. You can keep telling people what you plan to do next year. Or you can admit that you are failing. Admit that you are wasting your life 1 hour at a time. This is your wake-up call. It is loud. It is mean. It is exactly what you need to hear. Stop looking for a way out. Start looking for a way in. Your old life ends the moment you decide it does. Most people think comfort means a warm bed or a soft chair. They are wrong. Real comfort is the safe plateau. It is that place where you are doing just enough to survive. You aren't failing. You aren't growing either. This plateau feels good at first. You have no stress. You have no risk. But you also have no future. You are standing in a graveyard of dreams and calling it a home. You are trading your greatness for a feeling of fine. Your brain wants you to stay exactly where you are. It is a biological machine built for safety. In the past, safety meant life. Risk meant death. Your brain thinks your comfort zone is a cave that keeps you safe from tigers. But there are no tigers in your living room. There is only the slow death of your ambition. If you listen to your brain, you will stay small. You will avoid the work because the work feels like a threat. You have to fight your own biology to win. If you are a manager or a freelancer, comfort is a poison. The second you stop pushing, you start dying. Your competitors are not comfortable. They are hungry. They are working while you are watching TV. They are learning while you are sleeping in. Business does not care about your feelings. The market does not reward people who stay safe. It rewards the people who are willing to feel uncomfortable every single day. If you want a steady life, go work a job you hate. If you want to win, get used to the pain. Every time you choose the easy path, you pay a tax. You don't pay it with money. You pay it with your soul. You lose a little bit of yourself. Respect every time you hit the snooze button. You lose your edge every time you skip a workout. This tax adds up over time. In 10 years, you will look in the mirror and wonder who you are. You will realize that you spent your best years playing it safe. Realization is more painful than any hard work you could do today. Comfort is the price you pay for a life you will eventually hate. It is a down payment on a mid-life crisis. You are buying a boring life on credit. One day the bill will come due. You will have to pay for all the times you chose the couch over the craft. Don't wait for that day to arrive. Hate your comfort now so you can love your life later. Turn off the air conditioner. Sit in the hard chair. Do the work that makes your hands shake. That is where the growth lives. You have to break the wall of your own habits. You need to seek out things that scare you. If a task feels easy, it is probably a waste of time. If a project feels safe, it won't change your life. Go where the friction is. Move toward the things that make you sweat. That is the only way to leave the plateau. Success is on the other side of the things you are avoiding right now. Pick up the weight. Do the hard thing. Leave the cave. You are waiting for a feeling that isn't coming. You think you need to feel like it before you start your work. You want your heart to beat fast. You want to feel a rush of energy. This is a trap that keeps you poor. Motivation is a drug. It feels great for 5 minutes, then it leaves you high and dry. If you only work when you feel good, you will only work 3 days a month. No one ever built an empire on 3 days of work. Real success happens in the dark. It happens when nobody is watching your Instagram story. It happens when nobody likes your post. It happens when you are alone in a room at 900 p.m. on a Friday. This is the lonely grind. It is not glamorous. It is not exciting. It is just you and the work. The work doesn't care if you are tired. It doesn't care if you are sad. It only cares that you show up and do your job. Greatness is actually very boring. It is doing the same simple things 1,000 times. You have to write the same code. You have to make the same sales calls, lift the same weights. Most people quit because they get bored. They want something new and shiny. They want a new project because the old one feels like a chore. Winners embrace the boredom. They fall in love with the repetition of the grind. Your feelings have no place in your business. Imagine if a pilot only flew the plane when he felt inspired. Imagine if a surgeon only operated when he felt motivated. They would be out of a job in a week. Treat your goals like a profession. A pro shows up even when his back hurts. A pro shows up when he is bored out of his mind. Discipline means doing what you hate like you love it. It means being the boss of your own emotions. Stop looking for a spark. Sparks start fires, but systems keep them burning. A spark will let you down. A system of discipline will carry you across the finish line every single time. You don't need to be happy to work. You don't need to be excited to win. You just need to be relentless. Throw away your mood boards and your onspo quotes. Pick up the tools and get to work right now. Make a deal with the person in the mirror. Tell yourself that you will do the work regardless of how you feel. If you are tired, do it tired. If you are angry, do it angry. If you are bored, do it bored. Discipline is the only thing that separates you from the person you were last year. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Stop being a slave to your moods. Start being a master of your habits. Now you know the secret. Motivation is for amateurs. Discipline is for the people who actually want to change their lives. We are moving past the feelings phase. We are entering the results phase. You don't need a hero. You just need a clock and a plan. Get your head down. Keep your mouth shut. The results speak for you when the work is finally done. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Imagine it is 5 years from today. You are sitting in the same chair. You have the same bank balance. You still talk about the same big ideas that you never started. That version of you is real. He is waiting for you at the end of this easy path. He is tired, he is bitter, and he hates you for being lazy today. Is the cost of being average. You pay for your comfort with a lifetime of regret. Average is the most dangerous place to be. If your life was terrible, you would change it. If you were starving, you would work. Your life is okay. You have enough to get by. This okay, life is a trap. It keeps you from ever reaching for something great. You are like a frog in a pot of water that is slowly getting hot. You don't jump out because it feels nice right now. Time you realize you are cooking, it is too late. Stop waiting for a lucky break. Luck is not a strategy, it's a ghost that you cannot catch. The only thing you can control is the volume of your work. You need to outwork everyone in your circle. If your rival makes 10 calls, you make 50. If they write 1 page, you write 10. Success is a math game. The more work you put in, the less luck you need. You don't need to be the smartest person. You just need to be the one who refuses to stop. Most people hope for a miracle. They want one video to go viral. They want one client to save their business. This is a loser's mindset. Winners focus on the output. They build a mountain of work so big that the world cannot ignore them. You cannot control the weather, but you can control the sail. Stop crying about how hard it is. Everyone is working hard. You need to work until you're hard. Become someone else's impossible. That is how you win. I once lost everything because I got lazy. Had a good month, and I thought I had made it. I stopped doing the boring work that got me there. I took my foot off the gas to enjoy the view. In 1 week, my momentum died. It took me 6 months of hell to get it back. The cost of stopping is always higher than the cost of keeping going. Once you have the fire, do not let it go out. It is 10 times harder to light it a second time. You have to move faster than you think is possible. Average people take a week to make a decision. You need to make it in a minute. They take a month to finish a project. You need to finish it in a day. Speed is a competitive advantage. The faster you move, the more mistakes you make. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. While the average person is still planning, you have already finished and moved on. You are running out of time. Every second you spend thinking is a second you aren't doing. The clock is ticking toward that version of you 5 years from now. Or do you want to kill him today? Average is a choice. You choose it every time you say tomorrow. You choose it every time you do the bare minimum. Stop choosing to be ordinary. Start choosing to be the person who outworks the world. We are done talking about your failures. It is time to talk about how you are going to dominate your field. You don't need to be smarter than your rivals. You just need to be more aggressive with your time. Domination starts when you stop asking for permission. You don't need a certificate. You don't need a green light from your boss. You just need to decide that you are the person who gets things done. Move from the defense to the offense right now. You spend too much time thinking about which tool to use. You waste hours choosing a font or a color. This is just a hidden form of procrastination. You are hiding from the real work by pretending to be busy with small details. Decision paralysis is a disease for the weak. Every minute you spend debating is a minute you aren't producing. Make a choice and move. Even a wrong choice is better than no choice at all. You can fix a mistake. You cannot fix a blank page. I have one blunt rule for you to follow. It is the non-negotiable list. Every night, round 3 things you must do the next day. These are not goals. They are requirements. They are as important as breathing. If the world is ending, you still finish those three things. You do not sleep until they are done. You do not check your phone until they are done. You do not eat until they are done. This simple rule will make you more successful than any college degree. Most people run away from things that are hard. They want a seamless workflow. They want things to be frictionless. They are wrong. Friction is the only thing that creates heat. Heat is the only thing that creates power. Seek out the hardest part of your day and do it first. If you hate making sales calls at 800 a.m., if you hate writing, do it before you have your coffee. Use that friction to build your mental strength. The harder it feels, the more it matters. Look at yourself. You have been playing at 50% for your entire life. You have been waiting for someone to tell you that it's okay to be average. I am here to tell you that it is not okay. It is a crime against your own potential. You are capable of working 10 times harder than you are right now. You have reserves of energy you haven't even touched yet. You are leaving money on the table. You are leaving legacy on the table. It is time to step up and take what belongs to you. When you sit down to work, you must enter the alpha state. This is a state of total focus where the rest of the world disappears. There are no notifications. There are no interruptions. There is only you and the mission. This is how you outpace the world. While everyone else is checking their email every 5 minutes, you are producing value. You are building a wall while they are playing with bricks. Become the predator of your own goals. Be relentless and be fast. Use your frustration as fuel. Be angry that you aren't where you want to be yet. Be angry at the people who doubted you. Use that energy to push through the moments when you want to quit. Anger is a better fuel than hope. Hope is passive. Anger is active. It gets you out of bed. It keeps you in the chair. Take all that negative energy and turn it into a positive output. Show the world what happens when a focused man gets tired of losing. Success is not a grand event. It is not a trophy you win on a stage after a lucky month. It is a boring Tuesday at 200 p.m. It is the moment when you are tired, your head hurts, and you still open the laptop. Relentless people do not wait for the perfect moment. They make the moment perfect by showing up. They treat their work like a contract that they cannot break. If you said you would work, no excuses and no delays. You want to be different, but you hate doing the same thing twice. You want a new strategy every week. This is why you are failing. Greatness is the ability to do the boring thing until it becomes a masterpiece. Look at the masters in any field. They don't have secrets. They just have more hours of repetition than you. They practiced the same move 10,000 times while you were looking for a shortcut. Fall in love with the grind of the daily cycle. Imagine it is mid-afternoon. The sun is out. Your friends are texting you to go grab a drink. You have already worked for 5 hours. You feel like you have done enough for the day. This is where the winner is made. The average person closes the lid and leaves. The relentless person stays for 2 more hours. They work when it feels useless. They work when the progress is slow. They win because they refuse to walk away from the desk. Look at your browser right now. How many tabs do you have open? How many of them are actually helping you win? You are drowning in a sea of distractions and calling it research. Close the tabs. Silence the phone. Stop pretending that you are working when you are just consuming content. You do not need more information. You need more execution. Reopen tab is a leak in your focus. Plug the holes and get back to the mission. Most to-do lists are just wish lists for people who aren't serious. You put 10 things on a page and feel happy when you cross off the easy ones. You leave the big, scary task for tomorrow. Real professional has a non-negotiable list. These are the things that happen regardless of the weather. If you don't finish them, you don't sleep. It is that simple. Stop being soft with yourself and start holding your own feet to the fire. You need to sign a contract with yourself today. This contract says that you will show up every single day for the next year. It says that you will ignore the fatigue. It says that you will ignore the doubt. This is the only path to a life that matters. You cannot build a legacy on a part-time effort. You need to be all in, sign the paper, burn the boats. Is no plan B because plan A is the only option you have left. Small wins add up over time. If you get 1% better every day, you will be unstoppable in a year. You won't see the change today. You won't see it next week. But in a year, you won't even recognize the person in the mirror. The compound effect is the most powerful force in the world. It works for you or against you. Every day you skip is a day you lose momentum. Every day you show up is a brick in your empire. Build your wall one brick at a time and never stop. You have all the information you need. You have the system. You have the rules. Now, there is no exit. Every minute you spend looking for more advice is a minute you are stealing from your success. You don't need another motivation video. You don't need another podcast. You need to face the one thing you have been avoiding all week. We all have that one task. It is the big, ugly, difficult thing that makes our stomach turn. It is the phone call we don't want to make. It is the project we keep pushing to next Monday. That task is your gatekeeper. It is standing between you and the person you want to become. You cannot go around it. You cannot go under it. You must go through it. Every other task you do is just a way to hide from the real mission. Most people are professional consumers, tips and tricks like they are valuable coins, but tips don't build businesses. Execution builds businesses. You need to kill the consumer inside you today. Stop being a spectator in your own life. Stop watching other people win and start playing the game yourself. The world does not reward the people who watch the most. It rewards the people who produce the most. Be a producer or be nothing. Freedom is not free. It costs early mornings and late nights. Costs the friendships of people who want to stay average. It costs the comfort of a steady paycheck and a safe routine. Are you willing to pay the price, or are you just a tourist in the world of high performance? If you aren't willing to sacrifice for your dream will be the sacrifice. Choose your pain now so you don't have to choose regret later. Burn your exit strategy. Stop thinking about what if it doesn't work. If you have a safety net, you will never jump high enough. You need to be in a position where the only way out is through the finish line. When failure is not an option, success becomes inevitable. Remove the distractions, block the exits, lock yourself in a room with your goals, and don't come out until they are finished. This is how legends are made. Stand up, walk to your desk, and do the work. If you are still here in 60 seconds, you have already lost. This is your final warning. Your life is waiting for you to take it. The person you could be is watching the person you are right now. Don't let him down again. Stop talking. Stop thinking. Start doing. Don't wait. It doesn't get easier.